Okay, wow, so I just filmed like 12 minutes of this video that I am again filming for you guys, and I said the wrong brand for the first 12 minutes of the video, so we're gonna try this again. So today we're gonna be doing a first impression, and today I want to try out Devinah. I was saying Luxty for some reason because I have both of these brands I've yet to try and I kept confusing them, but we are today going to be trying out Devinah for the first time, and I have quite a bit of shadows from them actually, so I have a couple in here. And I also have the ones that I want to use today, which I actually singled out from the other ones when I was filming the other video. And I don't want to refilm that and take these all back and, you know, yada yada. So, but these are the ones that we're going to be using today, so I'll show you another close up. So it's a very random color story, but I just thought that these would be kind of fun together. So I'm really excited to try out the brand. I've heard so many good things about them, and the reason why I have so many shadows, kind of funny, but I got 3 for Christmas, but they were all shimmers. So I went on Devinah's website and they happened to have a sale, so I picked up like another 12 because why wouldn't I? So now I have a bunch and I am really excited to play with them. Also, another little announcement, I just want to say that I got my first PR package yesterday and I'm so excited. Now, I have received one item before, like from a brand on Amazon, which was an eyeliner, but this amazing brand called MOTD Cosmetics actually reached out to me a couple of weeks ago, and this lovely lady was like, hey, we are a brush company, we absolutely love your YouTube channel, we are based in Las Vegas, so am I. Which is probably why she reached out and she was like, would you like to test out our new brushes? And I was like, of course I would love to try out new brushes because I love brushes. So today we are going to be trying out their new eye brush set that is launching, I think, I don't remember, I will put it on the screen. I think they're launching on the 29th of this month or something like that. It was very, very close. So, but these brushes look really, really, really nice. I am super excited. You guys know, however, that I am super picky with like the shape of the brushes that I use, and I'm very particular in that I don't normally use the brushes that most people do use, and these are very basic brushes that a lot of people use. So I just want to say that ahead of time because these aren't my preferred type of brushes, because I like to do a lot of detail work and stuff like that, and I like very small blending brushes that most brands just don't have. But I will say from the look of these brushes and the feel of them that they seem really, really nice, and I'm excited to give these a go. So this is what we're going to be trying out with the eye look today. And this brand is also vegan and cruelty-free if that is something that is important to you. Obviously, I don't have a code or anything with them. They just wanted to send me the brushes, but if you happen to want to check them out, I will leave their website down below, you know, just in case you feel like it. So let's get into doing this eye look now. I have already primed my eyes with my MAC paint pot, and this is what we are working with. So we have 4 mattes here and 2 shimmers. I decided to go with 6 shadows instead of like 5, which I usually do for my palette bingo. So I don't know, I just thought that this was a fun, very unique color story, and I'm just curious to try out the shadows. And when I'm using them, I will just put the names of them on the screen so you can see, because I've said this before, but I'm the clumsiest person ever, and I will dig my nails into these if I have to take them in and out of the palette all the time. So yeah, also I mentioned this in the other intro that I filmed that was 12 minutes long that I kept messing up, but these palettes, the magnetic palettes, these are from Shop Mist A, and honestly these things are amazing. So they have the small ones, and then I also have the one I showed you before, which is a big one, and this one can hold a lot of shadows. So if you were looking for really, really cheap, nice magnetic palettes that even have mirrors, I would definitely recommend Shop Mist A, and I will link those down below as well if you want to check those out, because so far I've been really impressed, and I've already made 2 orders from them, so I probably have like 6 or 7 magnetic palettes now, just, you know, because I feel like I will be expanding my singles collection, and I already have quite a bit that I've accumulated this year. So okay, I'm going to stop babbling and we're going to go into playing with these shadows now. And I think I want to do what I love to do. I want to do a multicolored crease, and I'm going to use 3 colors in my crease and then deepen it up with a black. So all of these 3 mattes are going to go in my crease, and I'm going to start off by taking this purple shade right here, I think, and put that in the inner part of my crease, and then in the middle I'm going to go in with the red. And then on the outside, I'm going to do the blue, and then I will deepen it up with the black. And then I'll probably put the red in the outer part of my lid, and then go in with the green and wrap that around down to my lower lash line. Not sure what I'll do on the lower lash line, but let's just keep that as the plan for now and just see how it goes. So I'm going to first take a dome brush, which I actually like dome brushes, but I haven't found one that is soft enough for me to really like to use. And this is called their Masterpiece Crease Brush. And like I said, I will be putting that in the first third or so in my crease, and this shadow is showing up way darker than I expected. also trying to somewhat blend as I go so I don't have to go in again and blend over every single shadow. And so far, good start with the brush and the shadow. The shadow laid down beautifully. It looks really nice and opaque. So let's next go in with the red shade, which is this one right here. This first shade does have a little bit of kick up in the pan, but that's not really something that bothers me. So let's try this orangey red shade. And I'll just be placing that right next to the purple. And that shadow is really beautiful. If you hear a sound in the background, it's probably my husband showering, so I'm so sorry about that. Also, just like a random thought, but if you're wondering where my next Juvia's Place episode is, it's coming up, but the video that I'm working on, I've been working on for a long time, so just bear with me. It'll probably be up next week or maybe this week if I can get it done, but it's a big one, so I hope you're looking forward to it because I've put a lot of work into that video and I'm really excited about it. So let's move on to the blue shade, which is this one right here. And I will be placing that on the outer third or so. And I definitely didn't leave enough room out here, but it's okay. We will make it work. And I guess I will just kind of wing this out a bit as well so that we can get more of this on my eye. And I'll just be gently blending these two shadows together. Just trying not to muddy them up too much. And this brush is actually really, really nice. And so far I'm having a really good time with these shadows. They're very pigmented, they're easy to work with, don't really have any complaints so far. But I'm also not surprised because I've heard a lot of really good things about Devinah and I've been wanting to try them for such a long time. I'm also going to take that same blue shade and I'm going to use the smudging brush, which is called the Sultry Smudge. So I love me a good smudging brush. I always use these for my lower lash line. And I'm going to take that same blue shade and just start packing that on to about the outer third of my eye. And this brush is so soft, like so soft. I'm also going to take the red shade right here and I'm going to put that in the middle of my lower lash line. I'm not going to go in with the purple, I'm just going to keep it to the blue and the red. Still using the same brush. I will say that the shadows do not seem to be sticking on as much to my lower lash line as they did on the lid, but obviously it's because I don't have any eyeshadow primer down here, so. And to deepen up my outer corner, I'm going to go into the black shadow and I'm going to switch to an angled brush. And I quite like angled brushes, even though I don't really use them that often, but this is the Come Through Contour, so it's supposed to be a nose contour brush, but since I never nose contour, I'm going to use it to deepen up my eyeshadows. And I'm being very careful here to not put on too much because I don't know how pigmented this shadow is. And it looks to be quite pigmented even though I really made sure to tap off my brush. So I'm just focusing this in the outer corner and then I will go and blend a little bit more afterwards. And I'm not going to bring it into my crease, I'm just keeping it on my lid. Dipping in slightly one more time. And it does blend out. It is not the best black that I've ever tried. I find it to be a little bit just powdery. And it's not super easy to work with, but I mean, it's definitely getting the job done. I can see this being a great black to pack all over the lid if you wanted to do a smoky eye. So I'm going to cheat and use a different brush, and I'm going to use my Cosette S185 brush. And I'm going to take a bit more of that black and just focusing this a little bit more precisely and also work on just really blending it out. And I didn't feel like any of the other brushes were small enough to be able to do this with. Alright, this is the shadow that I am like the most excited about in this bundle, and this is the red shimmer. I am such a sucker for a red shimmer, and I'm going to take that on my under the covers brush. This is just a very flat packing brush. This could also be used for concealer. It's a little too thick for my liking to be packing on shadows all over the lid, but I like the shape of it, so we're gonna try that. So I'm going to pack that right in the middle, wow, of my eye. Right underneath where the red in my crease is where I'll be placing this. That is stunning. So I'm not super happy with how the transition is looking right up here. I feel like I pulled the black in a little too far, but it's fine. We're just gonna leave it the way it is. And I'm next going to go in with the last shadow, and I'm gonna be using the same brush and taking the screen shimmer right here. And I'll be putting that right where I don't have any shadow. I'm also going to wrap it around down to my lower lash line, and that is so beautiful. So far, I am really impressed with the shadows and the brushes. I did not think that I would like the brushes as much as I do, given that they are shapes that I don't normally reach for. But I actually find them to be really easy to use. And this shadow is everything. I feel like this green shimmer is so unique to my collection. I don't really think I have anything that's similar to this. I'm going to go in with a tiny bit more of that red and just gently pat it over the edge of where I put on the green, because I felt like I pulled it in a bit too far. So I think I'm going to leave it as is. Now, it's really funny that the two brushes that I didn't use were the two blending brushes. But you guys know I don't really use these kind of brushes unless it's like to blow out my lower lash line, which I couldn't really do that today because I use so many shadows. And there is also a brow brush that has a spoolie on it. Now, I don't think that I would necessarily use this for my brows because this is a little bit too thick, but I would love to use this to pack on shadows to my lower lash line. And you can't have too many spoolies. I really like having a spoolie on hand, especially for my mascaras. If they end up getting a bit clumpy, I like to use a spoolie, just go over the top and kind of spin it. And that way you can get the clumps out of your lashes if you over apply. But I'm going to go off camera and put on some liner mascara. Let me put something in my waterline though. So I got this new eyeliner from Urban Decay, and this is in the shade Freak. I don't remember who I saw use this, but I saw someone use it and I was like, I need that, so I went and bought it. And this is just like a metallic, very light green. And I just think this is so beautiful. It's a little bit too light to match with the inner corner, but I think it could end up being really cool still. So of course my camera died, so I just went ahead and I finished up with my eyes. I also went in with a little bit more of that red underneath my eye and also in my crease because I felt like that shade was fading a little bit. And I think that so far my first impression with the Devinah shadows is that I love the shimmers. The shimmers are gorgeous. The mattes are a little bit dry, so they definitely need a tacky base. Next time I would for sure go in with an eyeshadow primer on the bottom lash line before going in with the shadows, but other than that I thought that they were pretty easy to work with. The black was probably the hardest one that I used, but you know, blacks in general are kind of tricky sometimes, so I'm not really surprised by that. Moving on to lips, I want to use one of my Suva lipsticks that I picked up at iMats. This is like a blue-gray kind of shade, and I thought that it would match well with what I have going on in the outer corner. And I don't usually wear shades like this, so, you know, kind of feeling it today. This lipstick definitely needs to be built up, but I really do like the opacity that I was able to build it up to, and it looks very smooth. Now, I don't really think it matches with the blue that I have up here. This is a way warmer blue than this, I feel like. So I don't know if I want to keep this on. I think I'm actually going to take this off and put on something else. Let me see in the viewfinder. I'm not really sure how I feel about this color with the eye look, so I'm gonna go put on something else. I just wanted to kind of try it out and see if it would work, but I don't think it works with this eye look. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use one of the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lips. I've never tried these. I've heard a lot of people complain about them, but I got this because I wanted to get free shipping with my last order, so I mean, it was basically free. This is in the shade Screto, and then on top I'm going to use my Fenty Gloss Bomb, and I think this is the original. Yeah, just Fenty Glow. I think I like this shade a lot more than I like the blue. I like the blue, just not with this look. I feel like I need to find a different look that I can wear that with. Maybe something that's a bit more monochromatic. So I'm gonna go over this with the gloss now. And so that is going to be that. So far I'm really happy with the brushes that I got. So thank you so much to MOTD Cosmetics for sending me these brushes. I don't know if they'll ever see this video, but If you do, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. And as for the Devinah shadows, I am really excited to finally have tried the brand. Now, I obviously have not formed my opinions yet, but I'm excited to keep playing with them. And if you guys want to see me do a palette bingo or something with them, let me know down below. Anything else you want to see, also let me know down below as always. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!